Brah! I could read your messages now. Hi! The Ingrid slash Itchley. You're going off of your Instagram. What is it again? Ingrid. Ingrid. That was so unfortunate last stream because it like didn't even show up in my live chat off of my OBS or on my phone. And I was quite sad when I was looking back at it and I saw you sent messages. And I won't wear it out. I hope my mic's not too loud. That's okay. I had a good time. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad. I think I'm gonna do the same thing today as I did yesterday, but on a different character. This one's gonna be one of the male characters. He's like one of the soldiers that set up in this whole little group thing. So for now, I will draw this mini character base. If I can draw a circle correctly. I don't know what it is about today, but my pen strokes are coming off super bright. Are they all from the same story? Yes. They're not on the one that I'm currently working on making digitally, but it's in like the same little world. Trying to think of what to make him pose as. I think I'll do the same A pose as yesterday, just something basic so I can get the blueprints down. For now, I will liquefy this because I do not know how I feel about this shape. And maybe I'll do the sketch on a different layer this time. I actually really like Clip Studio. I really enjoy like having a bunch of 3D assets just available on the fly as well. I used to use Procreate and it was really bad in my opinion, just because of a lot of the layer limits on Clip Studio, even on my iPad. I don't think they really do put any limits on the layers. But I am not too fond of doing any like graphic design-ish work on here, just because I don't know how the text tool works. I just Procreate. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. I can use it occasionally, but it's like a bit too simple for me. I just feel like all of my options are just set up here right in front of me. And to me, that just, it feels nice. shapes. But right now, I am drawing on an XP pen instead of my iPad, and I am struggling to not hold down this left click button on the pencil. Little A pose, just something. I want him to be chunkier than Buell from yesterday because he's probably the strongest character in the group. So I'll set up little squares and stuff. The main thing I don't know about is his hair. My friend originally wrote this character, but he never actually gave him any sort of design. He always just grabbed like pictures off of Pinterest and was like, okay, this is him for the week. So I'm like, okay. I have to come up with something completely from scratch. And I think I'm gonna have to whip out Pinterest again like yesterday. Oh, there it is. On the floor, where it shouldn't be. I'm a very responsible iPad woman. Technically, it's like originally, yeah, it was a collab. It was between me and like two other friends, and we just like wrote scenarios down just like in our free time. But I lost contact with them a while back. So now I'm kind of just doing a faithful recreation of it, sort of, in like a webcomic form. Because I really like the story. It's something I will probably like call my life's work if I could. I do have a folder for this too. His name is John. He sounds super basic, but he was actually one of the most interesting characters in the story, in my opinion. Yes, very cool. Very cool. The main kind of idea I have for him right now is taking a lot of inspirations from like Carlos Oliveira from Resident Evil or Snake from Metal Gear. And I do have like a bunch of like ghost art from Call of Duty, just artwork of him, just because I feel like they align pretty well. Very good taste. I have not played them. My brother does though, and he plays them all the time. So I see the characters a lot, and I'm like, these designs are really cool, and I should probably play the game whenever I get the chance. I think I have an old disc for my PS2. I might play that once I get around to it. Me too. Auto games. Me too. That's why I play Fallout because it has auto aim. Anything with this guy just I don't know how to dress him. He usually wears like normal military stuff, but I don't want to make something too overcomplicated because then I'll have to draw him a lot. You know, if it makes you feel any better, I just cannot get into Animal Crossing. At least New Horizons. I haven't tried any other ones. Me too. There's like nothing to do in that game, especially after you finish all of your Tom Nook stuff in the beginning, or just whatever stuff they have you do to set up your island. Afterwards, it's just kind of like everything's built. What now? There's a really cool reference for straps. I'm gonna see that. We're not playing it correctly. Same here. I see a lot of people dump like hundreds of hours into that game. And I'm like, oh. Why does Pinterest keep insisting on scrolling to the top of the page when I'm not pressing anything? She's also faithful, but that looks more like another character. I'm gonna write it down as a note to the side for me, just to know what I'm looking for. Eep. Okay, so this little fella is John of Apocalypse Remix. I cannot spell apocalypse. Main thing, he is a soldier. He's a very cold person too. Very shut off from the rest of the group, except for like one other character. He's kind of abusive. I'll put that there. He's borderline kind of abusive. Not in like hitting people kind of way, but in like he doesn't know how to control himself in a serious situation, so he'll lash out at others. I should put that as another thing. He's pretty angry. He's a really angry character. I'll put it down on the side too. He kind of reminds me of a Doberman. Oh, I did not spell that right. I don't even know if I'm spelling it right at all. Little prick. Yeah, that's him. Little prick. I do like to think he wears some kind of head covering. Maybe like a mask. Like, what's it called again? It starts with a B. Let me look it up. Balaclava? You know? The thing with the little eyes. I think that'll be good for like covering his face whenever I don't feel like drawing faces. I'll just make him wear it. Baklava? Is that what it is? I just Googled it and it says balaclava. I mean, I wonder what that would put up. Baklava. Oh, that's a dessert. Or at least it's showing up as a dessert. I want to incorporate triangles into his design. Baklava is the bread. I just looked it up and I was like, it says pistachio. Oops, wrong screen. There we are. But I want to incorporate triangles into his design and a heavy emphasis on weaponry, at least in like whenever he fights. This is being written out more than Beale because I already have a good idea of her. It's just this character was not originally my character, so I have to make him from the ground up. That's a cool chess piece design. I will put that to the side. That one too. That was pretty cool. Oh, my piercing. Ow, kind of hurts today. Anyways, maybe I'll put him in like a long sleeve shirt, kind of like a turtleneck sort of deal. That's what I'm seeing on Pinterest a lot anyways, whenever I'm looking at all these military designs. And I guess the name in itself too could also relate to him. Turtleneck. He's always very isolated from the others. Let's see what we come up with. I should really start drawing the necks on these little mini characters. Let's do that right now. I don't know how to style his hair today. No neck pages. Beale does not have a neck. Canon. I'm scared my mic's peaking a lot. Let me turn it down like just a smidge. By 1 decibel. Trying to think of hair. Let's just doodle stuff on the side. I feel like this is like my go-to sort of default hairstyle. It's either this one or like this thing. This one I also do a lot. Sometimes even whenever I don't mean to. Let's look up hairstyles. Wrong. For him, I kind of want something messy to just kind of indicate he doesn't really take care of himself too well, aesthetic wise. I just don't know about making the hair too long because it seems out of character for him, seeing that he'd want something more functional. Maybe a sort of buzz cut. Let's see. I'm scared that's going to fall into the cliche of like military character with a buzz cut. Buzz cuts are so hard for me. Same here. There's one character that I have drawn. He does have a buzz cut, but it's like I draw the hair a little bit more grown out just because my characters look super funny when they're bald. Or at least the heads that I draw look funny whenever they're bald. I'm so jealous of all these other people on Pinterest making it look natural. They're so big. I know it's gonna look really weird on the mini character. There's no doubt about that because he has a big head right now. But there's a bunch of artists that make it look super good. I'm going to save this. Oops. Save that. Or maybe just like short, spiky hair. Kind of what I do to the other guy. Let's try it on the mini character this time. Maybe something along the lines of this, but it's like this whole little thing right here on the forehead. It's hard for me to color and make it look natural. Because whenever I color it, it has like this break point in between the skin and the hair. And it looks like this. And it's like, why is that just a straight line? That's cool. I'm going to sleep that too. Okay. Let's just do the color method I did last time. I'm also debating on what color I want his hair. I'm thinking blonde, but there's already another blonde character. Or sort of blonde, I guess more of like an auburn sort of color, if that's what the color is called. Maybe just black. No, maybe like darker colors. Maybe like a sort of cleaned up sort of theme. And then to give him like just a little bit of facial hair. So that way he's like a little bit scruffy, but not like to the point where it's an inconvenience to him. Make him look angry. I'll put these on a separate layer actually. He looks so mad. Good enough. And then I'll do the line art. So we have like a thingy going on here. Dog outside's like, hi. Maybe something like this. I'm scared it might be too basic. But at the same time, appearance-wise, he is kind of basic. Then let's add the skin color. Thinking for him, he might be like sort of like a little bit sunburnt, but not too much because he's always wearing like long sleeve clothing. He got laid off of work. That's how he acts around everyone too. Like he just got fired after a really bad shift. Oops, that is not the paint tool. I finally shifted my workspace around to where my keyboard's in a convenient spot now. It's just a matter if I remember to use it. Hineki, abusive boyfriend. That is essentially what he ends up as. I will not say to who though, because that is a very, very, very slow burn. Why are you naked? Okay. Let me fill in his eyes. Okay, Lasso, I see. Lasso tool is always the most clutch. I even use it whenever I'm shading sometimes, depending on what kind of style I'm going for. Bing, bing. I'm thinking... Nah, I don't want to put a mustache. or anything too extra. Where did I put the hair color again? There it is. We'll fill that up there. There I am forgetting to use my macros. Oops. Yeah, something messy, but also something like not to where it screams, I don't take care of myself at all. Because he's mostly looking for the practicality of what he looks like rather than what it actually does look like. If I'm saying that right. I guess now that I've designed his face, I can go ahead and put a layer with his mask over it. Oops. I have no clue what I moved around. We'll be fine. No, we need that. So now we shall hide those. I'm thinking like something within the yellow or maybe red. Yeah, like kind of within the red sort of tint. Baklava time. So we grab the pen and we draw the bread and we draw the fillings. I don't know if that's accurate. Oh, I should. Yeah. Oops. Like it would kind of have to cover his mouth and stuff. Yeah, I think this fits him. And it'll be really nice not to have to worry about drawing his hair all the time, because that was just me scribbling on the tablet and hoping for the best. Elwen. Okay, so we got that. Just do basic lines. Oops. Yeah, good enough. We'll put that there. And now for the clothing, the part that I'm kind of scared of. Maybe you should wear a helmet too. Let's see. I'm trying to draw the little straps. I guess they would be kind of like a pitch black. And the gray to signify those little metal parts that strap them together. Get some more details on that. And then what I'm seeing out of these actual pictures of these sort of military style helmets is that like they have a sort of piece on the side. And then I guess this whole sort of deal here. looking at this ad on Pinterest of actual helmets, and all of them seem to have goggles just kind of strapped to the top. So I will do that. And I also think it would be practical for him to kind of have a sort of goggle deal. Main thing is I'm very scared of how to design this big. But oh well, I will make do with this. I think that's all the colors. No, need that. He already has like 7 colors, and I'm only working on the head, whereas Beal had like 7 colors for her whole design, and that is starting to worry me a bit. But at least I do intend to just make this whole little comic just black and white to make it easier on me, because I cannot color and render for my life consistently. At least I always change something every time I do rendering. Maybe he'll kind of just be in like a full body suit, just so that way I can stick to one color as a base. So we shall put that on, and it'll go up to his neck, like the turtleneck I was talking about earlier. Trying to think of what kind of material it would be made out of too. I wouldn't think like leather or anything like that. More or less kind of like a very thick cloth, but not so thick where it's like kind of what some coats are made out of, like the bomber jacket sort of material. For now, let us put his armor on. Oops. I don't know what I just color picked. Let's keep it red. Maybe I'll just do a regular sort of like police vest kind of thing. Because I would assume the government would be in like a sort of, they'd be running low on stuff. And I would assume like there would just not be enough equipment to go around for everyone. So some people just end up with like the lower tier stuff. In this case, he ends up with just like a sort of police bullet vest. Put down the line art to differentiate everything. Oh, is he an officer? No, he is a soldier. He is an actual soldier. at least for this world's version of like maybe the Marines, but he's pretty high ranked. So I would assume like he would turn down any offers for better equipment, just that way like his sort of subordinates would have the better stuff, because deep down he would care about them. But he's just so hyper focused on like staying alive, he doesn't really care how he comes off to other people. He's kind of like a tsundere. And then I would assume he has like a little pistol thing. He's a little tsundere for his for his coworkers. Maybe he would have like little harness on right here. How would that even actually, where would it even go? Let me look at that reference I saved earlier. Because I know a majority of them do kind of just line up around the crotch area. I'm telling my friends to join the stream. Little gap session while I work. I guess it would connect down to here, in which it would also have little pads here. He's starting to look a bit like my Wu Tao. Just not as futuristic as that little thing. And then he does have fingerless gloves, because I love drawing fingerless gloves. We'll just say that's there we go. And the boots. Yes, same. After Pokemon. Hmm. I'm glad I only added 2 extra colors, and they're still kind of like brownish to kind of keep up with the Doberman theme on him. My only thing is I have not incorporated as many triangles as I wanted to. Hoi! Hi! Runaway flower. Oh, Ingrid doesn't even show up on the top chat. I'm looking down at my phone to see your chat. There we go. Rose. It's a little party in here. And I'm like a little thing. I'm hoping my friend joins too. Ingrid said we kind of sound white. So you sound like, hi, hi. Oh, oops, that one did have some page. Wait, sorta. I only say that because I get my sense of humor from Neon Neko Sugar Girls. Oops. These lines are not straight, but it is fine. This is just a mini character. And I guess I could put like bit of shapes around here. Just signifies something goes there. Oops. Oh, I forgot to add the icons. Cool art, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, right now I'm just working on like a smaller version of the character to make a little concept art of just super fast. I'm just setting up the blueprints right now, and I like to use little chibis as a way to get a low, kind of like a low poly version of the final character. Oh, this person uses, huh. So friend shaped. He is very friend shaped, but some things would kind of say otherwise. Oh, there's this concept artist on here, and they're using like different colors on sort of this whole military getup. I think I want to turn this whole little thing red now that I'm looking at it. We've discussed this. He's a prick. Oops, wrong layer. Roro. The struggle to find the layer. There it is. I guess I want to use like a sort of desaturated, kind of dark red. Or I guess more saturated in this case. Give him a sort of warm color scheme. I'm looking at this concept art from Metal Gear Online, and I really like the way the colors just sort of change. And some of them have like a sort of armored underpiece, just under the main chest piece. And the others were like blue pants, which I think I may go with instead. But I already said earlier, I just want him to be in like a kind of one piece sort of deal. Maybe we could just put like a zipper there, and then he has like little stuff, little straps just in case he has to hoist himself up. Kind of like what my little Sona has, who's right here in the little corner. little TBH creature in the corner. Yeah, it's like my little Sona that I drew, but I made him as a TBH creature, and now he's like in pitch black on his computer like I am right now. It's so stretchy. Yeah, I was like, what if he was long? Bing. Oh, I got a message. Oh, I think my friend got a mean note. So yeah, we have that right there in case he needs to like hoist himself up. Then he'll have that little thing to anchor himself onto. At the very least with him, there's not as much empty space with Buell as Buell. Who I will put up right now just to see if they align style-wise. Like, I don't know. Do they look like they'd be in the same universe? She's more of like the civilian. And then he's like the actual soldier. Ingrid! Yeah, I had to switch it from top chat to live chat to see Ingrid's messages because I think since their account's so new, YouTube's filtering them out. Oops. I think this is built up enough to try and attempt a full-scale version of him. I shall try that right now. I'll have to make a new 3D model for him. Oops. Let's combine everything to a new layer. I forgot all about the color. I'm gonna have to put these into a folder too. I make a lot of little mistakes. Yeah, I use a ton of layers in my process, and I tend to lose track of them really easily. And that is something I really need to work on. Oh, but the main thing with him is I never put his eyes. I never put much effort into his eyes. Let's see. I'm doing it on the same way. Good enough. Yeah, I guess. It was in the back of my mind, but I was, he does kind of look like a little Counter-Strike kind of dude. But I did design him without the helmet too, just to play safe. He looks unemployed. Or like he just became unemployed with their outfits. Yeah, he's a little soldier dude. Maybe I can make his eyes like dark red. Still brown, but like leaning towards red. Good enough. There we go. There's John. John Apocalypse. And now we can set up his 3D figure so that way I can use it as a base and not mess up the anatomy. All male. I guess he would be buff. I'd assume the soldier would be buff. And then I do want to fix him up just a little bit. I'll put Bjorl's 3D model to the side here too. Why is she floating? There it is. So yeah, he is taller than her by consider not. Clip Studio is amazing. That's what I'm saying. This is like the reason why I prefer Clip Studio over anything else. Because Procreate doesn't have 3D models as easily. Whenever I used to use Procreate only, I had to go online to get my 3D models and take a screenshot of the page. But this is just so much nicer because I can edit things as I draw. And I can also change around the body type too, like I did yesterday for Bjorl. Like I'm about to do to this guy. I gotta use 3D models in Clip Studio 1. I'm saying they're like, I cannot stress how nice they are to have. They make perspective work just so much easier. And it's like the sketch for my sketch, basically. I mean, I was using references period. LOL. I feel like I might be slowly falling into the bad habit of over-reliance on references though. So I do look up to people who don't use them as heavily as I do. I just tend to photo bash a lot with my own pictures. And I'll like open up Autodesk Sketchbook in my iPhone and I'll erase little bits of me and make myself align with my character anatomy. It probably is. It's freeing, but it's really easy to make mistakes, at least whenever I do it. That's why I'm like picking up traditional drawing more recently, just that way I don't use 3D models as like a crutch all the time. I can't draw skills, in which case I mental breakdown with art for a bit. Same here. That was me for like excuses. I mean, I don't blame them. I straight up just stopped drawing after I graduated from high school. And then I just did not draw at all for like 2022, 23, 24, 3 years. And so I had to relearn how to draw at the beginning of 2020 or middle of 2024 because I had gotten so angry at art that I just kind of quit. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at on my other screen here. I guess I'm just looking at like these actual pictures of like actual soldiers on the side, just to get a gist of like what the usual body type is for them. Normally I'm seeing like a lot of sort of boxy looking people. So I would have to tone down this little bit right here. Oops. My only thing is I can't make this screen a bit larger. And the thighs, I do want to tone down the upper thighs just a bit. Have you ever messed around with any 3D programs before? I did try Blender for a tad. I have yet to actually do anything with it, but I did just kind of download it and look around inside, and it just left. There was another one that I did use. Blender mentioned. I mean, it looks really cool. It does. It's just I am not experienced with 3D models at all, and I would have to start completely from scratch. I used Blender before anyway. I think my school did try to teach me for like a little bit whenever I did take graphic design classes in high school, just to kind of show us very basic 3D modeling. If anything, I do know how to spawn in a little sphere after I deleted it. I want his arms to be like, oh, now they're long. Big alarms. Gee, what a pro. Trust, that little certificate I got out of that class is basically as good as toilet paper because I did not go to any college or higher education for art. So now I'm kind of just this little fella that does little things. Here he is compared to Will. That's the correct choice. Yeah, I think I might have dodged a bullet. I got a certificate in coding when I was in high school. That's cool. That's cool. You see, because at the very least, I feel like you could do more with coding in the actual professional world than you could with art. Mostly because art's more subjective and coding's more like an actual tangible thing that people will need. Okay, I think I could put Buell away here now. Oh. I just got the because I got paid doing it, so I at the very least didn't have to pay for my certificate. I just got it through my school. Okay, slay. Register. And now this is John's base. John Apocalypse base. And then we will save it to just the regular 3D tab. Slay! Nail polish shine. Let's put him a bit higher and a bit closer to the camera. And then, oh, I guess I should also put the no helmet version right next to him too. turn off our little thing here. That's what I changed. That's supposed to be right there. Oh. Wait a second. Persona 1 cover? Yeah, I have Vocaloid, yup. You're good, you're good. Yeah, I do a lot of vocal synth stuff with the Vocaloids and such. And I even voice an Utao. So now there's like a little robotic version of me singing that's available for free on the internet. What's your favorite Persona game? The diehard in me wants to say Persona 1 just because it was one of my first. And it always just, it makes me feel super good. But objectively, I think it has to be Persona 4 Golden. I'm underrated. I could tell, I could tell. I love Persona 4 Golden. It made me cry. Goated with the sauce. It has extra sauce, and that's why I really like it. Oops. Hello? Hello? Oh well. Basically, don't gatekeep. We gotta let everyone know this rising star. I'm a rising star. I'm getting up. I'm kicking my feet around and giggling right now. That's why I noticed you as soon as I could. Oh, I'm excited about the remake coming out. Persona 4. Terrified too, but you know what? I have hope. I have hope for the Persona 4 remastered. The only remaster I'm scared of right now is Fallout 3 remastered because yikes. But Persona 4 remastered, if it's anything like the Persona 3 one, I would not be offended at least. I'm just scared that they're gonna dumb it down too much. Will Yosuke still be homophobic in the remake, yes or no? I'm hoping not, because I'm pretty sure there was like a cut romance for him. And I was like, grrr! He's like that one. Frituous! But yes, I do think Yosuke will be homophobic still. He'll be like that homophobic dog on Twitter. Hi! Oh my gosh, my YouTube friend is meeting my Instagram friends. Everyone is here. Now I just need my Twitter friends here. Okay. So yeah. 3D model, I'm getting someone requested to follow me on Twitter right as I was talking about that. You know what? I will accept them, even though I have Twitter boy. Hi, Twitter boy. I am stepping back from Twitter though, just because of like the recent everyone can edit your pictures now. And I'm like, I do not trust the randoms on this website with my art. And from what I'm seeing on YouTube of people looking at how people are misusing all that stuff, I'm kind of glad I made that decision. It's getting really bad there. That is why I made my account private and just stopped posting in general, just because I don't want to fan the flames more. I'm sure if less people use it often, something will have to change. I'll accept their follow requests later. For now, I need to lock in. So I need to put them closer. And then we're gonna turn down the opacity. And now this thing is gonna work as my sketch for my sketch. I'm just gonna shape everything that I see. I think this whole bigger upper body thing will be really cool. It'll be a really nice shape language for him, just to show that he's like a really strong character. Wait, what? I had to look at this on my phone screen. I think the only one I saw was somebody effing in a JoJo stand. Oh, but I get like a ton of YouTube recommendations of people talking about the misuse on there, and they're doing like really, really like heinous stuff with the AI, and I'm like, oh. Like they're doing really bad stuff to actual people's pictures. This guy is a very boxy fella. And then I'll do that same thing I did yesterday with Beal. It's a good thing that I dissociate super hard and pretend AI doesn't exist. Same here. I just make my own little bubble. And then I just act like the rest of the world doesn't exist around me. Everything I have is running low on battery. Yes, Delulu is the Salulu. I'll have to look at it that way from now on. Thank you, Bitchley, for your words of wisdom. Please draw a circle. We're watching and judging you, by the way. Oh. I know. I press Control Z a lot. You can judge me there. You know what? Let's just Loomis method this head. Just that way I can get a general blueprint. Same here. I just... Oh my god. I was like, let's do the Loomis method. I want his head to be kind of boxy, so I shall do that. And this... That's about the same size there. I'm going to take off the 3D model so I can hard focus on his actual face shape. I do want his chin to be kind of like wider. I hate drawing with guidelines. It's the most miserable experience for me. For me, it's like a necessary evil, just because I tend to have a really bad placement with a lot of the things that I draw. Really? I want his neck to be thick. Thick-necked. I use them sometimes with really complex pose, though. If you're actually able to draw like freehand, that is insane. I want to feel free and not rigid. Then let's get down the basic joints. Nah. Do these right here. Oops. I wouldn't know on this freehand. Why mood jealous? That is crazy that y'all draw freehand. And then for jealous too, they draw just straight up on their finger with their phone, or with their finger on their phone. And they can just straight up make the Mona Lisa. I'm concerned that my stream is starting to get out of sync. God. Because like there was this one time I was doing a Fallout stream with them and they were watching and they drew my little Fallout character in like 10 minutes and I was like, holy schmoly. Yeah, and you still did it with the long nails too. Just make these kind of boxy. I want him to look super rigid. Oh wait, that's the arm. And then I'm still going to use the hands from the 3D model because I cannot draw hands for my life. You know, I was also in the phone camp whenever I was in middle school too, just because I could not afford nice computer stuff. But like the main thing was I remembered I cut my finger once because my screen was cracked and it was like, yay. I'm using the wrong pin. Oh my gosh. I was wondering why it looks I am the Hemog main. I really like this pen more. I was wondering why all the lines look so thick. There's no different brush types. Me too, but I like the look of this one more. And one of my favorite artists used like this same exact brush too. So I'm like, I'm never letting go. I'm noticing like the majority of my favorite artists use like these kind of mangaka styled pens or like sort of G pen kind of things. That's where the legs will begin, and then we shall go on with that. Oh, I forgot to do my leg study today. What the heck? Oh yeah, I forgot to draw the I forgot to draw the indicator to where the feet should start. Then they do this. And then the feet. I like drawing the shape of the feet. I just don't like actually drawing them in practice. So there's that. I'm concerned that that looks too skinny, so I'm going to liquefy it a bit. Oops. Something like that. You can use mine as reference. Give me them toes. Sorry. Let me turn up my live stream thing. I have 3 viewers. I have 3 of the most amazingest viewers ever. Respectfully, of course. Oh, same here. Very respectfully. Hand over those toes. I'm scared that looks too diamond-like. So I'm going to fix that up here. Oops. Not visitor.
mentioned that I'd like to have returned a pretty knife that I stuck 10 times in his back. For I sing songs.
Oh, okay, I'm back. What is playing? What the heck? It was going through my liked videos and all of my little shorts that I've been liking. Back to the Last of Us music. I don't know. You know what? Let's change it. I was gonna be like, wow, I came back with the seafood boil. I have a tendency to put music on like on repeat, but I'm afraid that might be annoying to other people. Let's put on Life is Strange music. Okay. Sausage. Lately for me, it's been Sustain Plus Plus by Millie. Something about that song, man. Sausage. I have to count these calories. Seafood boil. And my phone's at 7%. Yay! Some crab. Wait. One. Is this Life is Strange music? It kind of has those vibes. Yes, it is. This is Life is Strange music. I'm unexpectedly eating food right now. I'm so smart. You're so smart. I might be cracked at Life is Strange. I'm afraid this might be messy. I'm going to be here, and I might have to go to wash my hands in a bit. Because I don't want to get seafood boiled juices all over my meat. Right now, I'm eating a potato. I'm like, I hope it's not picking up my eating sounds. It's a good enough time to just look away from my screen anyway. I've been drawing all day. Little Avatar crusty. Well, it is. It is crusty. Because it's supposed to be a little crusty thing. It does look very low detail on here. And then the full body picture itself too, just kind of like but this is what it looks like in the full size live kind of fun reaction. Now I have to I have to shrink it down again. He's like this crusty little thing. Dude, don't forget that part. God forbid we have a little crust. I still remember the early days of my piercings. Whenever I actually was crusty, because yeah, they would get crusty. I swear I'm almost done. I'm almost there. That's the sound of me breaking a crab. Seafood's funny. I think they're like little things. I just gotten used to it because there was a point in my life where I really wanted a pet hermit crab, and now it's kind of like the bleak alternative right now. No, this is not a hermit crab. This is not a hermit crab. It's an actual crab, like the ones that you eat. But I would practice around seafood because I was like, I'm gonna have to get used to this whenever I get a hermit crab. Well, at the very least, crabs are really yummy. And now the corn. I enjoy seafood. I would have to say my all-time favorite food though would have to just be spaghetti, but that is very bad for me. I have John Bitchley Rosie looking at me while I'm eating. I'm a prickly pear eater. Oh, I'm a picky eater. I can't enjoy most things. I have the opposite problem. I'm like a vacuum. I'll literally just eat anything. The only thing that really does get to me is just temperature, though. I don't really like things cold. Like, I'll eat ice cream and stuff that's supposed to be cold, but anything else is like, mm, I don't know. Like, I struggle around kimchi, even though I really like the taste of it. It's just the feeling of it cold in my mouth just feels off, and then the taste that goes with it. I have sensitive teeth. That must be nice. My teeth are like the main reason why I can't really fully enjoy ice cream or like snow cones. Snow cones are like mid to me just because of how cold they are. You try to microwave it. Maybe. I will have to try that. If anything, my main thought right now is I'll just throw some ice cream into like hot chocolate or something. Okay, I shall return. I must throw things away and wash my hands, and then I will be back to draw. Okay, my schmooky poos, I'm back. Okay, where was I when I left off with this little fella? Welcome back, twin. Hi! Water. Beep, 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 beep. Now we must continue to draw John, but I really need to charge my phone. The charger port on my phone broke, so now I can only wirelessly charge it, and I'm very sad about that. Beep. Spacebar. Alright. So we're drawing John. We have his basic anatomy set up and such. I'm pretty sure I'll just continue to like color block him the same method I did with Buell yesterday. So I shall color pick from here. I'm gonna do the no mask version first, just because I feel like that'd be easier. And then I'll make a separate little folder up here for the mask. You know what? Let's do this skin down first. Excuse me. Wrong layer. Guess I'll have to turn on the opacity, just that way I could still see the lines. Especially when I go and do the final line art. What the hell? That's not normal. What? Actually, yeah, I have started to reach that point. My hands just kind of hurt after I spend like a whole day drawing. Kind of like today, I'm probably gonna go to bed and my hands are gonna be like asking for me to just uncurl them. It might have something to do with how I hold my pencil too. I use all of my fingers on the pencil instead of the usual like 3-finger thing. See, we are twins. It's like we're twins or something. What if we're just actual carbon copies of each other and we don't even notice we're talking to our doppelgangers right now? This is tripping me out. My grip is too firm. I guess mine is sometimes too, but it depends on if I'm like completely schlocked in or if I'm just doodling for fun. Schlocked in. That's how I say it. I really don't know why. I feel like someone said it to me before, but now I really just don't remember. Hey, Nikki. Man, I love Life is Strange. At least the first one, and kind of the second one. Actually, yeah, I like the second one too. Oops. I've just never played the third one or the new one. Something. The first game had the best powers. That's what I'm saying. Like the the power in the second game was kind of cool, but it was kind of cliched at that point where it's like, wow, I can move stuff with my mind. Oh no, my nose is bleeding. Is the character gonna pass out? But then again, the first Life is Strange also had that whole little nosebleed kind of thing. Now we have his basic shape. I hope the second game they would actually use the powers for like superhero stuff. Yeah, but no, they ended up just. Yeah, you would think like they would have used it a bit more. Oh wow, these arms are. They did not look that good. I'm just gonna take those off. Hmm. The main thing with this one is just it looks uneven, so I'm going to change that here. Oops, wrong color. Still the wrong color. Looks really wonky here, so I'm going to have to fix that. There was also like this sort of like weird nostalgia factor to the first game too that just Life is Strange 2 could not recreate. Like the music right now is like feels like I've been there before, you know? Okay. Then I will do the line art for him. I need water. There's my thing. there's a big one. Let me use a smaller one here. And then we're just gonna go in and make his face super boxy. What does his hair look like again? Oops. Wrong screen. Let's move that back over there. Just have to make him small. Put it over here. Yeah, we'll just draw space for now. Oops. I cannot draw the mouse for the life of me. Yeah, I draw lines really fast. Like I'm more of like the cut twice and measure later, or whatever it is. What is it? Measure once, cut twice. I cut twice and measure once. I'm also just super used to drawing super fast because I used to do animatics in middle school. Like whenever all the Heather's animatics were going off and stuff. I remember I would watch this one artist. She had a really bad case of jelly bean mouths and huge eyes, and I was like, I want that art style so bad. I actually used to really want to do animations, but now I'm like, I do not have the patience for that. The Cal art style. And I still suffer from it to this day. Like, I still really like to make the noses red and just add ungodly amounts of blood to characters. Stand doing 2D animation. Just the CalArts art style and its effects on the youth. I think I did it this way at first. Jelly bean syndrome. I used to also really like Welcome to Hell. If you've seen that, it was like this whole little animation on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's still up. And I think the creator's actually still active in like the development. Or pixel animation. I feel like I could kind of handle pixel animation. Maybe. I do want to make an RPG Maker game at some point, so I kind of would have to do pixel animation in the future. I've been scarred. Who hurt you? I'm making stuff up for this dude as I go. I'm gonna cut that. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out of the final thing here. Oops. The opacity's not up. I mean, what color did I decide on for the eyes? That one. Oh. I still have to do those little sideburns in the hair, so I'm gonna do that right now. Turn that off. I don't know if I should do it like zoom out. Oh my god, coloring. I was out the characters live in the black and white world. I'm gonna have to do the same thing with these little guys too. As soon as this comic gets made, I'm just gonna make it in black and white. Unless I am requested to do colored. If that would be the case, I'd make people pay for that. Because it takes a really long time for me to color. I just want to have a general idea of what they would look like in color, though. Crusty Dusty. Rose has pasty white skin. Ice skeleton. There's John's face. I actually don't think I did that bad for the first time around on the face. I remember whenever I drew Buell yesterday, I literally had to fix stuff around the whole time. Ingrid poop. um um Yikes. Yeah, don't like it, huh? Stop fighting! Oh yeah. Yup. 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 Why are y'all fighting? Guys. Guys, we need to be kind. We need to be kind to each other. Choose peace. Oh my god. I'm still on the wrong layer. You know what? Magic brush. Hello. Oh. Oh my gosh. They need a crutch now. I'm watching things go down. No, I don't. I should just leave it as it is. They're beefing. They're beefing all over the comment section. Okay. There's that. That's that on that. Did you just hit Ingrid with the crutch? I'm gonna select this. Oh my gosh. It's like they changed the stuff around from the iPad version. It's gonna look so wonky with it without any details. Oops. He reminds me of an elf. Oops. Get down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Ingrid, get down. Oh my god, they're firing shots in the live chat. End all war. Let me turn on that sketch layer again. Then I just wanted to do this. Wait, no. Officers, please. They started it. No. Oh, someone's getting arrested in the live chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, the helicopters are here. Guys, stop fighting. Please. Am I gonna have to be the lawyer? It's okay. Oops. Oh. Tell him his rights. Tell him the rights. Can it be my lawyer, please? Okay. Your Honor, I object. Did it work? Did I win? That's everyone gasping because I objected. Look at my lawyer, dog. I'm going to jail. It's okay. I have this in the bag. Your Honor, I am in labor, and I'm in the process of giving birth right now. Did we win? That is me saying that I am in labor and I am in the process of giving birth in the courtroom. So now they have to stop what they're doing. Oh. So what's the verdict? That's the verdict. Why is Ingrid dancing in the courtroom? I think they're compelled by my argument. This here. No! Who's that saying no? I can't see the emoji on the screen. Of course I did the line art on the wrong layer. Oh well. Yippee! Stone face emoji. Oh. Oh. Officially, you can pay me back in 1% interest. It's fine. What? It seems they've reached an agreement. I guess I did my job well as a lawyer. Officially does not want to pay taxes. I think I should reshape this here. Just make it look more obviously like it's a thing. Noise. Wrong layer again. Hello. What are you gonna do with it? Oh, um, I think I will use it. What would I even use it for? I would use it to bury it in my backyard, and then no one can take it away. I'm going to hoard my money. Isn't this a happy ending? Basically does not like this outcome at all. Oops. feel like I'm still missing stuff for this lower half of his design. Oh, of course I did the liner on the wrong layer. Wow, that's awesome. That's so awesome. I love doing my liner on the wrong layer. Listen. Actually, don't listen. I'm not. Yeah. That local. What? Local. Can you win believe when you do your liner on the wrong layer? Perchance. Hello, the Oyasumi girl, too. Once again. Yeah, I'm really bad at layer management. Sometimes I'll just make some and they won't even have anything on them. So yeah, every time you see me post digital art on my Instagram, just think about those 30 million layers that went into making it. I don't like the shape. I don't like how boxy it is. He's living on that. And you know, it was preached to me to name my layers when I was taking that graphic design class in high school. They're like, always name your layers. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I never name my layers. Allegedly, a lot of professional people in the industry, but I'm not in the industry, so I don't know. Just going off what I've been. Oh, don't make me take it to court again. Oh, there's supposed to be shoulder pads here. Let me make room for that. Not shoulder pads, leg pads. Oh my gosh. I'm the smartest person ever. Actually, they'll be right here. Just because that's where the room is. Try my brother's a lawyer. Forgot how to do moe art, so. I don't think I've ever known how to do moe art. You're already one step ahead of me there. Why didn't your brother represent you in our trial, huh? I've given up on making OC's fan art. Fan art all the time. I haven't made fan art. Well, I did make some recently, but it wasn't like serious fan art. It was more just me experimenting with stuff. But I have not done it in a while. Especially game fan art. because you shot me and that's a crime. Lore. Sure, sure. Oh. Let me look at that one reference on Pinterest again. Because I feel like this whole little area is just, it's empty. It's really empty. I had a lanyard with my comfort character on it, but I got in trouble for it at school because it had the word bastard on it, which is in respect is not a swear. That's lame. That's public school sometimes. I remember I printed out a sticker being painted on right and left. Left and right. I put a sticker on my ID for school once and no one batted an eye because it was just a picture of me that I had printed out. And I put myself in the Minecraft background. Where's that one reference? There it is. He does have a little pistol holster on the side, so I shall leave that. Oops. I think I'll put it here. If anything, I'm going to give this to the belt. I'll assume that, oops, that it starts here. clothing folds are eating right now. They are? Thank you. No, yeah, the artists I've been looking at and studying, their clothing folds are really, really good. So I've been like trying to watch their process and apply what I've seen from them. Oops, went to get food. I'm back now. Welcome back. Yas. Yas. It's just, it feels so bare bones right here. Oh, I forgot the little zipper detail. Time to put that on a new layer for just one line. It looks serviceable. I feel like there's more. Like I could do more. His design, it just, I don't know. Maybe the vest needs to be lowered. Honestly, my issue when it comes to character designs is reusing the same color but different shades, making it too consistent can work sometimes, but your OC's palette really just doesn't clash. That could be the case. I'm going with like sort of red angry colors, and I'm like, maybe I need like, I can't stop using pink. Same here. Whenever I design my utils, I just, for some reason, I think green, and then I make them all green. Oh, same with like the bluish grays. Like whenever I designed Marion for the first time, I their whole little armor deal was like entirely gray. Pink is such a slay though. It's the correct color. Maybe I just need to add more like opposite colors to this. Just to make it like, but then what would I even put? I think for now, I'm just gonna make the bullet vest longer. There it is. I'm trying to add more of a caramel color to my Italian drawings of them because they're based off blonde. That is a cute idea. I think that's really cool. I don't think I've ever really seen that many food-based utals. Her name is literally Puddin, which is just pudding in Japanese, which doesn't really translate well. If I remember right, I think there was this one video that I watched online where they just straight up just called it flan. But I do not remember too well. Don't quote me on that. I don't really know Japanese. Oh, what the heck? My music. Oh, that's just how the video cuts off. Let's put on different stuff. I know the bare minimum of Japanese. Same here. At the very least, I know what sound each little character makes. Oh, there's Rose. I see Rose on my Instagram now. One of my friends shared me. Let's put on Halo music. Hiragana and katakana is such a pain in the ass. Don't get me started on kanji. I already feel you there. I don't even know where to get started on writing any of the characters. Oh, I still need the shoes. That's probably also why it kind of looks off. Well, at the very least, I have the basic blueprint for how I'd want his colors to work. Hamilton anime. Oh, I love when you already have black colors in line art. Yeah, but it's like it looks off to me for some reason. Even then, this original design I was not the most sure on. Though Yasumi Girl kind of pointed out how like the colors were a bit too similar. And now that they said it, I can definitely see it. Yeah, that like they look like a TF2 character. Just clouds with Fortnite. So that's interesting. More eyes are going to be on the show now. Oh no, but I can see it here too. Like especially with the whole thing because I was essentially color picking from red. I think it fits. Thank you, thank you. But still, I feel like there's just more. Like I could make it pop. And to me in my head it's not really popping. Like maybe if I can just apply like this sort of blue into there. He's in the sun a lot. And he's very angry. Yeah, I think darker skin tones go really well together. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that definitely working out. OMG, I love this song. This is like childhood music. Just because me and my little brother, we would play Halo 3 ODST on the Xbox 360. When we had to share an Xbox. And the Xbox had a room. Where would I put this little detail at? Oops. Oops. Hmm. I'm gonna look at more references again on my other screen. Pinterest. Hi, Pinterest. Let's see what the artists of Pinterest are doing. Maybe I could kind of like apply this sort of cooler tone to the armor. A blue woven bracelet. Let's try that. A few months ago, my Pinterest board for my favorite ship reached 1,000 pins. I win. I wonder what my highest one is at. Let's take a gander. Yeah, the highest one I have is 27, but that's also because I have like a million boards. Bye, Rose. Oh, bye, Rose. Bye-bye. I'm gonna cry. You know what? Let's look at what they did with Overwatch. Maybe I could use Cassidy as like a bit of inspiration. I like your chill vibes. Keep doing stuff. Thank you, Rose. Thank you. That voice. It's like he's still with us. Watch. Maybe there's more I could do with the armor. Something was in my throat. Like what I'm noticing here with Cole Cassidy, at least on the Overwatch side, is that he has like these little accents on his armor. But this is also more of like a futuristic kind of setting. And the story only takes place in 2022. So I don't really know about that. If anything, I'm going to look at more soldiers kind of stuff. Maybe you need a metal color. Maybe. But it's like, where would I put it? Let me look at some police vests. 2022. But this is also just like a soldier. Like an actual soldier and not an officer. You know what? Let's bring out the quick filters. Which layer is it on? OMG, time to go through the layers. Listen. Actually, don't listen. I don't know. I still need to have these kind of change along with this color, but that might be too bright. Yeah, maybe just making it darker kind of helps out a bit. Let's saturate. I also just completely changed the color to like a bluer color. Just make it a tad bit more purple, a tad bit cooler. Not tad bit, like a whole lot cooler. Yeah, I think that in itself kind of makes it pop a little bit more, which is what I'm looking for. Yes, contrast is nice. Something I desperately need. Oh, huh. It's just I don't know about having like the actual vest in itself like metal. I'm reacting to this little doodle that Fragelis sent me. Just because like it's supposed to be based on like real world a real world police vest. So it's like they usually have like this one material. And I don't want to like go through the process of overcomplicating the design because I would have to draw it a lot. If anything, there's also this police vest right here that I'm looking at where they have like the stripe going across it. But at the same time, it seems like a whole different kind of place. Oh, it's like a British kind of police vest, which wouldn't make sense because this whole story takes place in like America. Oh yeah. Well, I guess they're more like Velcro. Some of them even have like, I guess some of them do have zippers on them. So I can go and add that in there really quick. Oops. So yes. New layer. Layer 29. Pockets. Oh, he does really need pockets. Even on the jumpsuit here. Yeah, there could be like pockets right here on the vest because there's some of them that I'm looking at on my other screen where they're kind of like that. Oops. I turned off the screen. Wrong button. Man, this screen is super saturated. So I can add those in right here. It looks kind of wonky. Let me fix that. And then a lot of them, I guess, have like this little spot where they put their badge, but let's grab this here. We'll just shrink them down. Down a separate layer. I forgot. Right? Oh my god. It's fine. Try simple slit pocket. Yeah, I guess some of them do kind of just have a basic slit. Let me look more at these. Yeah, like some of them are like zippers. Others are kind of like bags. Yeah, I think I'll try that. Oops, wrong screen. Let's get rid of that. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. And there's like these little bits right here that they usually have. And we could put a pocket here too. Like that's like a little zipper, and there would be like sort of a pocket in here. But it looks very wonky. Very wonky. Excuse me. Something like that. And this is like kind of Velcro too. I should put it on both sides. Okay. Then I do need to fix up the shoulder pads, or not, the knee pads. Get those the same color as these. So now it's time to go through my layers. Then I'll just refer to all layers here. Oh. Yeah, at the very least, it does look a bit more contrasted, which is a lot better than what was going on here. There was kind of like nothing to really look at, whereas this, it puts more emphasis on the armor that he's wearing. It's just kind of also his shape. Then again, he'll probably be like the most rectangular character in the cast because there's another soldier. His outfit OSHA certified. No. Definitely not. My main idea behind him is like it's kind of whatever makeshift stuff the military has in the middle of like the initial outbreak in the story. Just cause like yeah. The infection also spreads like really fast. Like I think before the events of the story, the actual initial first, what's it called? Weapon holsters. Yes, I have a pistol holster right here. And then I guess he would need somewhere to, and a utility belt. Ooh. I mean, I did have one earlier, but that was back when his whole thing was shorter. It was up to here, kind of like Marion-sized chess piece. Maybe the utility belt I can do just a bit lighter. Like that shape is off. We ball. No. Yeah, something like that. And then we can put like little metal pieces around it here. And I guess on this, we could also put like a little knife holster. And then just like an extra bag for whatever he needs. And let me put the line art for, oops, for this whole deal. That should be fine. Walkie-talkie. Yes. I would assume this is one of the last places they would still have frequent communications. Or a small comms device. I think a walkie-talkie could fit pretty well. I don't really know how else they would communicate, at least military-wise, in 2022. As of right now, no, he is not. That could potentially change. I'm still trying to write him out. Are they punctual? He is very punctual. I guess a watch would make a lot of sense with him, in which case we do have this little blue thing here. So maybe we'll just put like a little accent there for it. Oops. Like something basic. That feels too bright. Yeah, just something like that. He is kind of a hard ass. And then we'll put down the new color on the side too. Let me put the line art for his hands. I'm just going to use the 3D models for the hands. Good luck drawing all fun details. It'll be very magical to draw a very military centric character over and over again a million times. But no, it should be easier from here, just because at the very least, I know what he has now. Whereas working on him right now, I just didn't know how else to add more variety to him. Just add some clothing folds. Very basic ones at that. I think this might actually be a pretty decent point, at least. Part of me still kind of wants to change the pants colors, but I also still want him to be in like this sort of one-piece suit, or whatever it would be, a jumpsuit. If anything, I might add some designs to it underneath all the armor. Yeah, we'll just use that there. And then we'll select that. So that way now we can doodle on it. Let's take a look here. You know what? He could do with like a little American flag thing just kind of on one of his sleeves. Is he a peace officer or more like enforcement officer? He's more like an actual soldier. The main thing is that in this version of the government, they're running low on a lot of supplies and basically like gear, either because they lost it to infected or just because they're simply running out. So this character, he's a bit more higher up in the ranks, but he usually just gives the better stuff towards the other people. Give me a second. Sorry. I got banana chips. But yeah, he's like a sort of military police kind of thing. And then yeah, the jumpsuit, I did contemplate on changing the color on that too. But I really want it to still kind of be like this angry red color. If anything, I can add like blue accents to it, maybe around like the zipper area. Let's throw some here. No. Maybe a bit darker. And it's like on top of that, I do have another character in the cast who is more of like a blue sort of color palette. I worked on her yesterday on stream. Eye bags. Oh, I should add eye bags to him. Scars. Oh, snap. You're throwing like all these good ideas at me. Yeah. So we're gonna put eye bags on him. Definitely gonna need a scar somewhere. If anything, maybe like just around the chest area. I don't really know. You're cooking, my god. Good for jealous into the industry, I'm saying. But yeah, I do want to put arm hair. Let's do that. And the scar, I think I'll just put it like somewhere on his chest. Should there be like a teehee scene with him? Another layer. Oh, and I forgot his gloves. I'm just not thinking about that. What color did I make it here? It's the same color as all the rest of the armor, so I can just get away with that. Dusty face mask lines. Oh, snap. Yeah, because he does usually wear a little mask like that. Yeah, we'll put something like that there too. I think I'll use the old armor just to, or it should be red. Like kind of the same color as like this nose detail here. Just put it on the side. He does wear like a full face mask. Just kind of over it. He wears this balaclava, or baklava, as Ingrid said it. But we could put little details here for like where their mask is. I'm being very lazy with it. Oh, freckles are kind of cute on him. Wait. Oh, I'll do balaclava version tomorrow. I'm like, do I really want to render, or not render, draw a full helmet? I think he looks cute with freckles. I think I'm gonna put freckles on him. It's just a matter if I can draw them right. Say sunny or fair weathered. It goes between like all of the seasons basically. I intend for the story to like pass through like 2 generations of characters. So they're gonna see a little bit of everything. I think that could also just double as like, bam. Yeah, I think that looks good on him. I like that. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't know about the stripe on the jumpsuit. So I shall change that. Time to go through all my layers. There it is. Let's just change that back. Oops. Where has 2020 vision? That's the goal with him. Red eyes. There was an early version of Marion that had red eyes. But that was like back whenever I intended to just leave them in normal clothes. Stream is 20% core person. I'm a fast drawer, but as soon as I have to look through my layers, forget it. I forgot to add that American flag detail I wanted. So we're gonna... No, not complete white. Never use white. So there's that. And that. I don't know if I'm going to show this too much in the comic, but that is there canonically. You know what? I could add the little details onto his legs because that's the part that I feel the most like really needs more distinguishing. More saturated, desaturated. Then maybe like right here. Yeah, right here. Something. I actually don't know. If any, actually, let's put another strap here, just to make it symmetrical. Symmetra. Man, now I want to play Overwatch. I cannot draw straight. Like 3 layers, sketch lighter color. Oh no, my AirPods. No, my AirPods. Oops. Actually, I do think this should be it. I think this is a decent stopping point in terms of extra details and stuff, because I do still need to add the helmet. And that'll definitely put more emphasis on the head, which is where I do want most of his character to be focused on. So I think just like very bare bones sort of accessories down here will be fine. And then just having the arms as blank as they are will also be pretty fine. And it'll make it more impactful for like those handful of moments that he does take off his helmet. Just because I'm like, he's pretty. I do genuinely think this is like one of the better faces I've drawn in a while. Especially with the little freckles. I like that detail. But yeah, I think I will call it there. I'll save it afterwards. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Man, I'm tired too. Neat. I. Is that an I? There's an exclamation mark. Oh yes, that is an exclamation mark. Any final words, Ingrid? How long has the stream been going? What? Hello? Stream. Hello? Oh, it's been going on for like 3 hours. Looks good. Thank you, Ingrid. But yeah, I think I will call it a night for here. Farewell, my little fellas. Bye. Thank you all for coming. I'm off to play games now. Bye bye.